Tonight, KITV4 News has learned that Honolulu Police Chief Louis Kealoha has replaced the man he put in charge of HPD's preparations for the APEC conference here this fall. That happened just 7 months before President Obama and the leaders of 20 other nations will be in Honolulu for APEC, requiring unprecedented levels of security and safety planning. The exclusive story now from KITV's Keoki Kerr. Keoki?
And Paula, some people inside and outside of the Honolulu Police Department are questioning the wisdom of the police chief's high-level management change, especially after the man who spent a year and 3 months preparing for APEC was suddenly transferred to other responsibilities. Assistant Chief Brian Wauke has been in charge of the Police Department's Special Field Operations Bureau, overseeing police preparations for APEC, since Chief Louis Kealoha assigned him the APEC responsibility in January of 2010. Wauke has been responsible for everything from ensuring safety for the motorcades of President Obama and other world leaders when the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Conference happens here this November, to assuring that any protesters will be handled safely and fairly. During the last year and 3 months, HPD paid for Wauke to travel to Japan, which hosted the last APEC conference. He also traveled to the mainland to view procedures and learn techniques to prepare for APEC. The police department spent at least $5,000 training Wauke and sending him on those trips. But in mid-April, Chief Louis Kealoha transferred Wauke to the Support Services Bureau, so he's no longer in charge of HPD's APEC preparations. Instead, Kealoha appointed Assistant Chief Greg Lefcourt to be HPD's APEC coordinator. So Wauke is now planning to retire on July 1st, 4 months before APEC gets underway.
I would like to make a motion to select Louis Kealoha as the next Honolulu Police Chief.
Back in November of 2009, on the day the Police Commission voted to select Kealoha as chief, Lefcourt, then a major, spoke with us about why he and other police officers supported Kealoha's selection.
I think they look for somebody who's going to be fair and consistent, who is willing to speak to them and listen to what their concerns are and act on them.
Lefcourt has most recently been a major overseeing patrol officers in Pearl City and did not get the special training that Wauke has been through for more than a year. Reached by phone and asked if he's upset about being transferred away from overseeing APEC, Wauke told KITV4 News, "Would you be? The headache is removed." And he laughed. The police chief declined an on-camera interview but released a statement saying Wauke, who's been with the department 31 years, expressed his intent to retire after the APEC conference. The timing of his retirement would affect the seamless coordination needed upon the conclusion of the APEC operations, Kealoha said. Kealoha says Lefcourt has the organizational skills needed for APEC planning and the ability to work on APEC before and after the event for post-event analysis to improve procedures in the future. We had more than adequate time with 7 months outside the event to make this transition, Kealoha said in a written statement. The department is confident in AC Lefcourt's abilities and we're looking forward to a safe APEC event, Kealoha said. Now, some high-ranking law enforcement officials say the decision to replace the department's APEC coordinator is bizarre because all of Wauke's knowledge will be lost when he retires this summer. And we heard there was concern from one neighbor island police chief about APEC coordination at HPD, so we called Kauai Police Chief Daryl Perry, and he told us he's still waiting to hear back from HPD's APEC team about whether they will need extra officers on loan from Kauai during APEC. Perry told us, quoting here, "It should have been coordinated by now. Frankly, I'm a little worried." That's because he said his officers need time to plan and train with the Oahu police if they are going to work on APEC. Back to you, Laura.